Our society is at a crucial moment in history. We need to figure out how to take advantage of our energy resources while preserving nature and its life-sustaining benefits. The first step in that process is collecting information. By using science and computer modeling, we can identify where the most valuable and sensitive natural areas are and make good guesses about where energy development might happen in the future. That's exactly what the Nature Conservancy's Appalachian Energy Impacts Analysis does.
The forested mountains and valleys of the Appalachian region make up some of the richest natural areas in the United States. They're home to thousands of important plant and animal species and provide crucial natural resources like clean drinking water and fresh air to millions of people. The Appalachians are also home to a wealth of energy resources. Coal mining began in the region over 150 years ago, and recent technological advancements like hydraulic fracturing have sparked a rush to tap its huge natural gas reserves. The windy mountain ridges of the region have also attracted dozens of wind turbines in recent years. The roads, power lines, pipelines, and other infrastructure built as part of all this energy development are causing what's called forest fragmentation.
In the background here, you can see one example of forest fragmentation, in this case caused by power lines, and we certainly need power. I mean, in the United States, people use a lot of energy. We need it for our quality of life. But the real challenge is how do we get smarter about where we put power lines, pipelines, and roads so we get the energy we need, we get the transportation connections we need, but we protect intact forests.
We took on the Appalachian Energy Impacts Analysis to generate new data that can be used to reduce forest fragmentation from future energy development. First, we mapped out valuable natural areas across the Appalachians. Then we used data from the energy industry and other sources to predict where development is most likely to happen. And finally, we combined those maps to find out where energy development is likely to overlap with sensitive lands and waters. Our goal is for energy companies and oversight agencies to use this information to avoid developing in sensitive areas and minimize the impacts of energy development on people and nature across the region.
The Nature Conservancy is working with energy companies to share the findings of the impacts analysis and support their efforts to shrink the footprint of projects in the Appalachians that develop our domestic energy resources.
The scientific data provided by the Nature Conservancy is hugely valuable. Our company and others in the industry are dedicated to minimizing development impacts and improving outcomes from restoration mitigation efforts as we deliver the benefits of an abundant energy resource to the communities across the Appalachians and throughout the country. The data and planning tools provided by the Nature Conservancy helps us determine the most efficient and effective way to do that.
There are simple measures that energy companies are taking to shrink the footprint of development in the Appalachians. We believe that providing more detailed, up-to-date data like those from the impacts analysis to companies will make these measures more cost-effective and more common. Data from the impact analysis can also inform planning and regulatory activities by government agencies that manage public lands where energy development is occurring.
Within the Appalachian region, energy development is a huge activity on the landscape, and that energy development has impacts. And our desire was to look at the long-term impact of energy production and transmission across that landscape and see if we could look out into the future and see where that impact or where that development would take place so that we could be better prepared in terms of our planning exercises, in terms of our dealings with the energy industry, and in terms of better managing that resource.
By performing scientific studies of Appalachian forests like the impacts analysis and sharing the results, the Nature Conservancy hopes to make conservation efforts by companies, government agencies, and other nonprofit groups more accessible, successful, and cost-effective. Using a combination of detailed scientific data, sophisticated technology, and a shared commitment to preserving forests and the benefits they provide to people, we can build a future that balances responsible energy development with healthy natural systems in the Appalachians. To learn more about the Nature Conservancy's Appalachian Energy Impacts Analysis and to explore its findings in interactive maps, visit nature.org/Central Appalachians.